At 6 o'clock a.m., ICE agents stormed Chinese supermarkets and restaurants in New York. Entire businesses sealed. Workers and customers locked inside. Phones, pay stubs, and files seized. What unfolded wasn't random. It was part of a sweeping crackdown targeting Chinese nationals across America. In Buffalo and Rochester County, ICE agents sealed entrances, checked IDs, and hauled away workers. Witnesses said the chaos was chilling. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. By the end, dozens were detained. Computers, phones, and financial records all seized. And this wasn't an isolated sweep. At nearly the same time, ICE raided the Rochester branch of the same supermarket chain, a coordinated strike executed with precision. Chinese restaurants weren't spared. In Camden, New York, longtime restaurant owner Jen Hao Zhang was arrested, decades after first entering the US on a fraudulent visa. ICE said his deportation order had been active since 1999. Now, nearly 30 years later, it's being enforced. Another restaurant owner, Roger Wong, who lived illegally in the US for over 20 years, was arrested under the reinstatement of removal provision. ICE's message was clear. Even decades of community roots don't erase deportation orders. In Brooklyn, ICE agents lay in wait outside Chinese supermarkets, even outside apartment buildings. Witnesses described agents arresting undocumented tenants as they stepped out of their doors. This wave of enforcement has sparked panic across New York's Chinese communities. Self-help groups quickly formed. Lawyers and translators offered emergency guidance, reminding people, if stopped, don't run, show documents, ask for a lawyer. Behind these raids lies a surge in numbers. ICE reported nearly 236,000 Chinese and Asian immigrant encounters in 2024, a record high. At the southern border alone, 24,000 Chinese citizens were arrested in 1 year, an increase of more than 8,000% since 2021. With Trump back in office, ICE has broadened its scope. White House staffer Stephen Miller proposed 3,000 arrests a day. Billions in new funding have armed ICE with the tools to escalate operations nationwide. ICE insists this isn't just about immigration status. Many targeted had criminal ties. In New York, 2 Chinese nationals were charged with scamming elderly Americans out of tens of thousands. In Rhode Island, others ran a $5 million transnational money laundering scheme. And beyond fraud, federal indictments revealed Chinese nationals linked to fentanyl precursor shipments, human trafficking rings, and even biological pathogen smuggling. These cases pushed ICE to classify Chinese nationals as high-priority targets. But not everyone ICE detains is a criminal. Some are dissidents fleeing persecution, Uyghurs, religious minorities, and families who defied China's one-child policy. For them, arrest could mean life-threatening danger if deported. Immigration lawyers warn that ICE sweeps don't always differentiate. Under new enforcement priorities, anyone undocumented is fair game. Supporters argue Trump's crackdown is long overdue, that decades of leniency fueled fraud, fentanyl, and crime. Critics call it indiscriminate, saying ICE is tearing apart families, businesses, and communities. But one thing is certain. These raids mark a new era of immigration enforcement, one that's sweeping through supermarkets, restaurants, and neighborhoods with historic force. This isn't just a crackdown. It's a battle over America's future. Who belongs, who doesn't, and how far the government will go to enforce the law. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the truth matters, even when it hurts.